So what I'm going to do for you guys is my foundation routine. And I think I've done 2 of those videos, and this is going to be my 3rd. But the thing is that I feel like I have a really weird shade of skin. And so I'm going to open this door so it's not so echoey. I feel like I have a really weird shade of skin, and so it's really hard for me to find a foundation that matches perfectly. I always have to mix, and I finally found one that matches like perfectly, and it makes me so happy. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Yeah, so let's just get started. Obviously, I start with a clean face, which I would have shown you guys what I do, but you know the drill. Okay, next what I use is a primer and moisturize. And the primer that I use is e.l.f. And actually, it's really cheap and it works really well. So I have used many primers in my day, ranging from different price ranges, and this is the cheapest that I've used and it works the best. Crazy, huh? So, but my pump broke on it. It's probably why it's cheap. Okay, so I put just, a little bit of the primer, if you can see that, on my hand. And then I just use any moisturizer of your choice. Mix it together. So I call this fixing my face. It's just pretty much covering up all my flaws, pretty much. So what I start with is my concealer, and it's Mary Kay full coverage concealer, and it's in, I don't know what color, but it's yellow. So any more. I just put a little bit of that on my finger, and then I put it on my other finger. And depending on, I was watching a video on MAC, and like by the MAC artists or whatever, and they said, so this lady said that whatever you use to apply your foundation with, you should use the same like stroke. You should go the same way, use the same thing that you're using to do your concealer with. Your whole face should be done by the same tool, I guess. And because it gives it a more even look, I guess. So I don't use my fingers to apply my foundation. When I use a brush to apply my foundation, I use a brush to apply my concealer with. But I'm going to show you what I use. I use a sponge, a blending sponge. So I use my fingers then when I do my concealer. Okay, so my concealer is the only thing that I put on underneath my foundation. If I'm going to do any corrective coloring, I put that over my foundation, and I cover up with foundation because it just looks smoother that way and it doesn't look cakey. Okay, so I have really big under eye circles, so I have to use lots of concealer to cover them up because it's my issue. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is use my new found foundation, and I love it. It's amazing. It's like $6 at Target, and it's so amazing. It's CoverGirl. It's actually Queen Collection, which I think is like Queen Latifah's thing that she decided to put out or something weird. I don't know. But I saw it, and it's natural hue, and the color that I am is Rich Sand Q700. And this is it. This is just what it looks like. And seriously, you guys, this color matches me like perfectly. Like it's like outrageous. So I just put it on my hand, and then I just said I don't use my fingers, didn't I? I dab it on my face, and I do my face in sections. So yeah. All right. So next what I do is I take this blending brush, and I think this one was like $15, but I don't remember where I got it. Blending sponge, and it's just like a black squishy sponge. I think it was in one of my favorite videos, and I love it. It works so good. So what you do is you put it under water, and when you put it under water, you just like squeeze it so that it can soak up all the water, and it'll expand. And you squeeze out. Oh, I just got water all over my phone. Okay. You squeeze all the excess water out and see it expands and it gets bigger. And then what you do is you take a towel and you just wrap it in the towel and you squeeze again. Because you don't want it soaking wet, but you want it damp. Okay, and then it's expanded and squishy and whatever. And then you just blend into your skin. Duh. And like I said, I like to work in sections, so I do my face in halves. I don't know why, it just works better that way for me. I feel like I'm getting it more blended because I'm focusing on one side and then another side. But so now I'm just gonna do the other side of my face. And I don't know how you would describe this foundation. It's not, it's definitely not heavy. Like, it's not heavy like at all, actually. It's pretty light and it's not very, the coverage I would say is medium to light. It's not very full coverage, I guess you would say. I don't know what terms you people use, but yeah, it's not that intense. It just does the job, which is what I like. Okay, so that's that. Next, I'm gonna go back to fixing my face because I have like a couple of areas that need help. And they're red. So green corrects red, so I just use green. This is from China. It's one of those like palettes you get off eBay. You know, the concealer palettes you get off eBay. Yeah, it's like from like Japan or something. I don't know. So after I put the green on, I just cover it up with concealer. I mean, I can't even talk today, not concealer. Foundation. Alright, that's that. Lastly, what I'm going to do is contour my face. And there's a couple different, what are they called? Bronzers that I use. But the one that I'm liking right now is Wet n Wild's Color Icon. It's just this big whatever. And this color is Bikini Contest, number 740. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm a messy contourer, but that's because it works for me and I like how it looks. So I'm not gonna go too dark today because I'm not even really going anywhere, I don't think, today. So it's not like it matters. And I shake my brushes because I don't want, it's easier to put more on than it is to take off. Alright, so guys, that's all I have for you. Questions, comments, subscribe. Love you guys. But I will say this. I need some requests. Okay, I think I've done every request you guys have had. So hit me up because my next video isn't coming until you guys tell me what to do. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for much supporting me. Yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Until then, keep smiling. Merry Christmas.
Drinking a German beer with a Cuban cigar in the middle of Paris with a Dominican bar. Great head on her shoulder, she probably studied abroad. She transferred to Harvard from King's College in March. She says that I'm her favorite cause she admires the art. Michelangelo with the flow.